Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about 9 toxic mindsets that an author should drop. And there's going to be a little bit of tough love in between. I'm doing this because I've heard a lot of people that are authors, new authors, young authors, people that want to write but haven't started writing. A lot of them say the same things. So I decided to do a video about it where I've only chosen 9 because there's actually quite a few, but I've only chosen 9 for the video because otherwise we'll be here forever. So this is going to be my view on the 9 toxic mindsets that I have chosen from the few that I've already heard from people saying the whole time. So without further ado, let's go run the intro and then start the video.
I love being creative and trying new things in my journey through life, writing best practices, tips and tricks, sharing updates on my own writing and books with different tutorials sprinkled in between. I enjoy sharing my knowledge. There's music covers and original pieces written and composed by me, handmade jewelry reveals, sewing videos, other crafts, poetry reading, book reviews, and many, many more. Come and join me on this journey, and let's have fun together.
Alright, number 1. I'm not writing anything that hasn't been done before. Yes, that might be true. You might not be writing anything that hasn't been done before. That is probably true for most authors because almost everything has been done before. But the truth is that it might have been done 100 times before, but it's never been done from your point of view. Your point of view is different to somebody else's point of view because each of us are unique, as long as you don't copy somebody else, because then obviously it won't be different. So you need to write it from your point of view. Also, fans of a certain genre, so say now it's fantasy. Fans of fantasy genres like fantasy books, and they keep on consuming those books. They keep on buying those books that are in that genre, whether it's been done before or not. So it's never going to run out. They always want to read those type of books. I mean, how many vampire books are out there? Lots and lots, and they're not very different from each other, so people still love those books, they still read them. Number 2, I'm not qualified to write. You don't have to be qualified to write. In fact, some authors are not very good at grammar, they're not very good at spelling. As long as you have the story inside you, then you can write, then you are a writer. That is why we have editors and proofreaders and people and beta readers even that can help you to hone your story and to hone your spelling and all of that, get all of that right. So to be an author, a writer needs to have a story inside them or stories inside them. That is what makes them a writer. It's not whether they are qualified to write, because you can be someone that goes and gets qualified but you have nothing inside you to write. So then you won't be a writer because you've got nothing to write. So no, you don't have to be qualified to write anything. Number 3, my book is so brilliant that I deserve the readers and the sales. Okay, this is a tough love one. Your book might be brilliant, but nobody owes you anything. You still have to do your marketing. Even if you are published if you're traditionally published, you should still do your own marketing. You should not depend solely on the traditional publisher to do all the marketing for you. Because if you are not already very famous like Stephen King, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get the sales and you're not going to get the readers. So nobody owes you anything. You're going to have to do your side of the work. You're going to have to work at it. I mean, if you look at Cassandra Clare, she's the lady that wrote the Shadowhunter series. She's very popular. She's even had a TV series done, but she still does her own marketing, even though she is traditionally published and she's very popular. She still does her own marketing. So you can't just sit back and just expect it to fall in your lap. You have to actually do the work. Number 4, you are way too good to have a normal job. Okay. I know I'm saying this and I'm actually not working, but it's not because of choice. So I must tell you that it doesn't matter how good you are as a writer, all of us have to survive financially. And if your writing has not like boomed and is making you rich, then you're going to have to work, because unless you want to eat, if you don't want to eat, then don't work. But if you want to eat and you want to have nice things, then you're going to have to work until such time as your writing sustains you. Or you could just marry a rich person and sponge off them for the rest of your life. And just a hint, this might take years. Number 5, I'm not writing enough. I know when I first started writing, I felt like this, if I wasn't writing every day, it was like a thing for me. But sometimes, because I'm what do they call it now? I saw it the other day on LinkedIn, a multi-potentialite. So I have many different things that I do. I don't always have time for writing every single day. The only time I really write every day is when it's NaNoWriMo, which is coming up. But otherwise, I write when I really can, and I have scheduled days when I actually write and scheduled days when I edit. Because I'm doing so many things, and I'm working but not working in the general sense of the word. I'm a freelancer. I don't have time to write every single day. But I do think that if you are going to write a story, you can't leave too much time in between it, because then you'll forget what you were writing and you'll also lose your inspiration. So don't leave too much time in between, but you don't have to write every day. You can write even little bits, even if you just write 100 words every second day or 3 times a week or whatever, then do that. Because I mean, some of the people that are writers are parents of small children, or they have lots of responsibilities and they can't write every day, and you should not be beating yourself up about that. This is not a rule. Like, there's no real rules for authoring, except for obviously grammar rules and all of those, but I mean like actually being an author. So just write when you've got a chance to write, and don't make it a job or a chore, because then you're not going to enjoy it. So just do it when you can. Number 6, I'm giving up because it's too tough. Well, this is a very toxic mindset to have, because writing is tough. The blank page in front of you is tough. I'm just starting a new story for NaNoWriMo, and I had to come up with a storyline because honestly my mind was still on my series, which I'm still editing, so I didn't have another storyline and I had to come up with one. And now I'm sitting and I have to do character profiles or sketches, character sketches. I have to do the 3-act story structure. I have to do all of those things, and it's tough. You know, it's not going to just happen. You have to work at it. You have to do research, because I don't write my books in the country that I live in, which is South Africa. My books are usually elsewhere. Yes, writing is tough. It's not easy, and life is tough. So every time something happens that's tough, you're just going to stop and leave. I don't think so. You're going to have to work at it, otherwise you're going to get nowhere in life. So yes, it's tough. Just keep on going. Just keep on going. You'll get through it. It will come right. You just have to, you know, if you don't know something, Google is wonderful. You just have to Google it and it will tell you what to do. So don't just give up. Work at it. Keep going. Number 7, I was rejected and I am absolutely devastated. Well, yes, it is not nice to be rejected, obviously. I haven't had that experience because I've decided to self-publish for reasons. I'm pretty sure I did a video about this. If I did, I will link it up here at the top. But there are people that want to be traditionally published. And if that is you and you get rejected, I've heard authors say that some of them In fact, there was one author, I'm trying to remember who it was. It's a famous author. They got rejected something like 20 times before they were actually accepted. Close to that amount. There was something like that. So you can't just, yes, it's not nice being rejected, but you're going to have to get to have a thick skin as an author if you want to be traditionally published. And you're going to have to just keep going. Keep trying to find, if you really believe in your story, hey, then you must keep going, keep sending your manuscript in. If they reject you, try and get a reason why, because maybe there's something that you just need to fix, but it might just be because you don't suit that certain publisher, and their clientele. So just keep going, ask them what was wrong and see if they'll answer you, because I know some don't ever come back to you, but some might, and just see, and just don't give up, just keep going. And don't be devastated, because it might not even be your story. It might just be that it doesn't suit that traditional publisher, or they're just really busy and they couldn't take on any more books. So don't allow yourself to be affected by that. Number 8, having a pity party. I know it's, as humans, we like to have pity parties, and then we like to invite people to those parties, or we like to sit in the bathroom and have a pity party, like especially with Christians, we'll sit in the bathroom and talk to God and cry, and we're like very unhappy about what just happened, and we have one big pity party. But you're not supposed to do that. It doesn't work that way. Pity parties do nothing for you. They do absolutely nothing for you. They do not help your situation at all. In fact, they drain your energy. They make you depressed, and they make you not be able to see the bigger picture. So trust me when I say, do not have a pity party. It's not going to help you in any way. It's not going to make it better. If you need to get over something, cry about it and then get over it, because dwelling on it and spiraling into this thing of pity for yourself, it's not going to make your situation any better. I don't mean this in a bad way. I know, like, people are going through things, but think about it logically. If you are having a pity party, how is that helping your situation? Just think about that. How is it helping your situation move forward? It's actually just making you feel worse. It's making you feel worse about yourself, about your situation, and it's making you go into a dark place where you shouldn't be. And then you might not be able to get out that dark place. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Rather, change course, make another plan, go a different direction. Just avoid the pity party thing, because it's not gonna help you in any way, shape, or form. Number 9, and the last one. I am not as good as so and so, like whoever the other author is that you are looking at. This is something that all human beings do. Even on social media, you see people compare themselves all the time to other people. And people like to compare themselves to other authors. This is the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because they are not you and you are not them. It's just that simple. There's only one you. And only you can write the way that you do. And they might be in a completely different journey, or in a different part of their journey than what you are. So you can't compare yourself to, like me. It would be like me comparing myself to Jojo Moyes, which is just not going to happen, because I will feel really bad about myself, because she's brilliant. And we both write the same genre, which is chick lit. I can't compare myself to her, because she's already very far in her journey. She's written a lot of books. She is very good at what she does. And I mean, they've also made movies from her books. So I can't compare myself to her. What I can do, though, is I can read her books and I can learn about how she, like, what is successful. Like also Marian Keyes. This is why, as an author, we read other authors' books, especially the ones that are doing well. Because then we see what people like. We see what people are going for. Do not ever copy another author. So please do not take it as me saying that you must copy another author. It just helps to see what's happening in the industry and to learn from it. Because you are never good enough to stop learning. You will always be learning. I can tell you, Jojo Moyes, Marion Keys, all of those people, they are all still learning from other people. I can tell you that now. And they are still picking up things and looking at the industry. They don't just expect things to fall in their lap. So you can't compare yourself to somebody else that is in a different part, in a different journey. Even if they're in the same part of the journey, they are different to you. You are unique. So don't compare yourself to another person. Okay, so tough love over. I hope that this video helped you to gain a better perspective on being an author and what you shouldn't be feeling inside you, because I know authors, we tend to be very rough on ourselves, and we are hypercritical of ourselves, especially a lot of authors that edit and re-edit, and they edit like 600 times and they don't want to let go of their manuscript. So that's, I know it's part of being an author, but you need to also let go of the reins a little bit and remember that none of us are perfect. So just remember, toxic mindsets don't help you in your author journey at all. Not at all. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't help you to learn. Self-improvement helps you to learn. So if you don't know something, don't get down on yourself. Oh, I can't do this. I don't know how to do it. I'm just like, oh, I'm stupid. Don't do that. Go and find out what to do. Go and Google it. Go and find books on how to do it. That's just, it's kind of common knowledge just to go and do that. So I hope that you're going to have a better perspective of yourself as an author and on your book that you are busy writing. And I hope that you actually enjoy your journey of writing, because that's what authors are, why we are authors, is because we love writing. So enjoy it and don't get down on yourself, because that's not going to help your situation at all. If you enjoyed the video and if it helped you, if you can please give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you can please do so and click the subscription block below. It shows support for my channel, which I also really do appreciate. And also, if you click the little bell notification, you'll be informed when I upload a video, which is just helpful. Also, all of my social media is in the description block below, which is also where you'll find my blog, which is where you'll find more content from me. And if you go to www.patreon.com/Ondeane Lourens, it's also the best place for you to support what I do on this channel, and you will also find more content from me. You'll see I've actually fixed my Patreon. I'm thinking of doing a video on it. So I don't know, you can just look out for it. Or you can go to Patreon and see I've actually fixed it, because I actually went and I did what I just said you must do, and I went and I looked for help to try and fix it, because when I looked at it I was like, oh, how do I do this? This is confusing. And then I went and I looked for help and I got it right. So my Patreon is fixed, and I will just keep adding stuff to it. So you can go and have a look there. So I hope that you have a lovely day further. Enjoy your moments. Goodbye.